Alright, so this is my spring junk journal. Alright, so the theme of it was very loosely inspired from this, very loosely. And I have a whole video showing a flip through of this notebook and then the Stargazing notebook by the same people. So it's the Unemployed Philosophers Guild. They have a whole bunch of other notebooks too, which are really nice, but this one was botanical sort of study, and I really liked it. So this one is like flowers and fairies and stuff. So I have, this is not my proudest work with the fabric glue. So we're just gonna pretend that it's not that bad. Eventually I'll get some better glue and I'll fix everything up a bit. So this is just a little sprout leaf bookmark thing I made real quick. And then this is actually a bell, a witch's bell from, like, so the purpose of a witch's bell is you put it over the doorknob, and every time you open the door, the bells ring, and it scares away evil spirits. So I need to put a new flower there because the little doodad fell off, but let us flip through. It is a very thick, very thick book, as you can tell. And so this is seed catalogs, farmers' almanacs, sketchbook, and various scrapbooking papers. And then these are some like 3-dimensional stickers that my old boss gave me, actually. And then this is tissue paper from a Fenty X Savage box, because it was a really nice color. And then the wrong side of it is a really interesting sort of texture. It's nice. And then this is from an old notebook I had. It's just the lines are wood grain, which is really neat. Some letterhead with leaves on it. Oh man, my nose is running. That's rude. So the color inspiration, as you can probably tell at this point, was pink, or was purple, green, and neutrals. And I tried pretty hard to keep out the flowers that, like here, the marigolds, I put them in. Well, that's because, you know, you can have a color story, but then you also need pops of color from a different one to make everything stand out, or it'll all just kind of go muddy. And won't look nice. That's why I have like the picture of the sunset here, because though, like, while it's still mostly purplish, you know, it has some other colors in it as well. And yes, it is definitely a fight to get it to lay flat. But I do kind of intend on like propping up this half and weighing it down while using it. Because that's an ad. I just decided to fold this over and make it look less awful. Originally I was going to put the flower on there, but then I realized that there were already pink flowers on that page. And this is another little notepad thing. I have more of them so I can stick them onto the pages. We've got this here. This was out of some free magazine I managed to get about photography. And it wasn't like one of those that it was like, oh, look at these pretty pictures type of photography mag. It was like, let's sell you cameras and new lenses photography mags. So it was a lot less useful than I thought it would be when I first found it. And then we got some fairies here and there. I think that's like the only big one I managed to get in, but there's a couple of smaller ones. This is from the like cooking themed pad I have. I love that one. You've probably seen it everywhere because I know that I used a bit of it in my March bullet journal, and I used some of it in my in my November junk journal as well. And then we have some of that like glassine paper that's the wrap for the notebooks I use for my bullet journal. And this is a little pin that I made forever ago, like last year for March, because I thought that I was going to do, actually what happened was I set up my whole bullet journal as Breath of the Wild themed and then didn't use it. Yeah, I felt really stupid. But this was one of the pins that I decorated with some washi tape to kind of fit that theme. Yeah. I don't really want anything sticking out of the top of it too much. Like, the cats will attack anything, is what I'm saying here, so I need to be careful about what sticks out where. Oh, and there's a paper with the little fairies all over it. I was trying really hard to play with the ripped texture. Like this one I thought kind of could look like a garden fence. You know, you just ignore the textile over it and you could just see. And this is sketchbook paper here, so I was thinking about coming in and sketching in some plants, and you can very lightly, I don't know if you can pick it up on camera. Oh, yeah. If I pull it in real close, you can. You can see that you can see the fairies ever so slightly through the paper. So I'm hoping that if I go a little bit lighter when I draw in this piece, you can also see the fairies through it. And that'll be a really interesting sort of layery thing. That's something I didn't notice until just now, that I put those two papers so close together, the same. It's alright. I probably won't even notice by the time I'm actually using it. I don't plan on using this linearly. I plan on just kind of opening it up wherever and doing whatever piece I want at the time and moving on. And then we have some of the lace paper, which I love because it's always a very interesting sort of texture. And yes, I did try very hard to make that sketchbook paper piece just cover the back of it because it's white instead of purple, and it also has the barcode on it because I got the barcode end.
Another note sheet, notepad I have.
Yeah, I was trying to make sure with this one that there were very few pages right next to each other that were all the same size. You know, so I was trying to make sure that they were all a little bit different. You see, like those two are the same size, but they're very different textures. I don't know why my voice is going out. I think it's just that it's like very early. It's like not even noon yet. And I usually don't start filming until afternoon. I just really wanted to get it out of the way. So my voice is just like, wait, we're not awake yet. Don't do this to us. Oh, and then we have a little teeny tiny scrappy bit of vellum here. That's neat. I totally forgot I put that in there. So yeah, there it is. And I did not design it for this one to fit in there, but it just kind of worked out like that. So yeah, that is the spring journal. I will probably be using this one. I don't really know. I'm gonna say until probably June-ish. Just because I need time to think of what I want my like summer or birthday one to be. Probably going to either be ocean or space themed, maybe both. Maybe we will do both space and ocean. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.